We've talked about the structure of the pitch, the logical part, the rational part, which appeals to people's rational brain. But what about capturing them in the heart? How do you make the pitch more human? Well, there's two ways that you can do it. Firstly, that you talk about the pain in a more human way. And secondly, by making it your story, putting yourself into the pitch. One of the best approaches to bring people closer to the problem that you're solving is to give an experience of a day in the life of a typical customer today and build up the kind of frustration that they're experiencing, or the amount of time that they're losing, the cost it's taking, the number of steps in a complex process, and they're banging their heads because they're so frustrated with the problem that they're facing. And then, once you've established that for one person, you can then add a bit more of the rational part. That's how many people are experiencing this. How big is that market in your country, in Europe, in the world, and expand that small story into a much bigger picture. But by starting with one person on a Monday morning, you can help the audience to connect with that problem. They become more connected as a person and they empathize with that customer that's experiencing that problem. And there's a couple of ways to do that. Firstly, maybe you've experienced the problem that you're solving. And some investors have told me they really like it if a founder is fixing a problem they've experienced themselves. It's not essential, but if you have done, then tell that. Equally, you can talk about the things that you love about your product, what makes you excited. It doesn't have to be everything through the pitch, but at some moment, choose a time when you're going to be animated about the pitch. What was a big breakthrough that you had? What do you think is amazing about what you're solving? How you're going to bring something better to the world and to the experience of customers? And why are you excited about it? Now, I've spoken to many people who listen to pitches and they all say the same. They need the rational stuff, the problem you're solving, the solution you've created, the traction, what's unique, what do you need to make it happen, all of those things. But they also say, I want to see the passion in the eyes of the entrepreneur. If you're not enthusiastic, why should I be? So show your enthusiasm, not just in the content, but also in the way that you tell it. Think about how you can put that bit more energy, that bit more emphasis into your story. Keep really connected to the story and tell because you really care about it. So these are the ways to bring that human touch into the pitch, and this can really make all the difference. If you appeal to both the head and the heart, then you have that bit extra of an X factor with your pitch.